Well, with the quarantine first, it allowed me to slow down on life and not run from a lot of things that I was hiding, whether it was in my psyche or past trauma, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it really allowed me to start a self-development. And I started like a 90-day healing journey, like in August. So from March up until like July, like everything was fast paced because we were finishing the project, had to get content shot for the body of work and all of that. So I was on move a lot for the first half of it. But when I was finally able to sit down, the content was done and everything, man, I started my healing journey. And then when it took me taking herbs, of course, working out every day, doing self-love things with myself, figuring out how to love myself. I incorporated psychedelics into my journey as well, just to open up my subconscious and like really start to heal from childhood trauma. So like, it's been lit, bro. Most definitely. I mean, and also like just speaking on the ayahuasca is a feminine based plant. So it's more so of a catering and a nurturing type of reality or trip, if that's what you want to call it, because I've done ayahuasca. So for me, it was a lot of ancestral DNA tapping in and activation for me. So like when I went under, bro, I spoke a whole nother West African language I've never spoken a day in my life, didn't know how I knew it. I went on a very deep self-healing journey during the trip. Well, first and foremost, you feel me? Like, I've always been a child of light in a way. You know, I've always had a spirit or a heart for the higher power, whether you want to say God, you want to say Yah, the Most High, whatever people subscribe to. You know, I subscribe to the Most High or Yah. So for me, it was more so tying that into my music. I feel like it was more pivotal for me because that's not in the industry now. It's either left or right. There isn't anyone that coexists and coincides on both sides of the fence that's conscious and street or conscious and melodic or whatever. So for me, I feel like it was important because it's peculiar in the industry right now, and doing it in a way to where it's not weird or like it's not corny to society. Like, you know, I wanted to do it how I'm doing it to show like my homies on the block, like, bro, it's possible. It's okay to still be from the block and be elevated mentally and spiritually and be tapped into yourself more than anything. So yeah, being as vulnerable as I can possibly be, because me being vulnerable and telling these certain narratives and stories, it's not just for me anymore. You know, we're getting to a space to where I'm becoming a household name artist. So, you know, being as vulnerable and as creative as I possibly can be, like from production to my lyricism to stories that I feel like I should take to the grave, telling those stories and allowing the emotion to come out of me to process exactly what I'm feeling, opposed to just writing music just to write and be the best lyricist I can be, opposed to being a complete artist and exposing myself.